Good day, my name is Annah Manugu. I was selected for the award under the category Best Development Initiative. I vividly remember the moment I was shortlisted for the award. What a thrilling moment it was. I remember I was in the office, obviously doing my work when I received a message from my PR manager. So as I opened the mail, I had been selected or nominated for the prestigious award under the category Best Development Initiative. I just felt a mixture of emotions, gratitude, disbelief, pride all at once. I then shared the news obviously with my team in the office, and we all went back to work, feeling even more encouraged to strive for excellence. It was the program, an in-house program that we have called underdeveloped. So it's a truck driver training for women and young people with code 10 and 14 driver's license. So what we do, we're giving them practical skills for them to use them when opportunities arise, either internally or even externally. So when opportunities arise internally, we just take from that pool that we have trained and then just place them in different posts. And the whole reason why we started this initiative was to address GBV, mental health, but most importantly, unemployment challenges around Marikana and Rustenburg areas. Preparing for my submission, I made sure that I just reviewed the criteria and the guidelines that were provided for submission. And obviously, I just made sure that, I highlight my achievements, my contributions, and I believe, including as well my unique qualities. And I think that's what made me the best candidate for the award. I vividly remember the moment my name was announced as the winner at the Pan-African Awards. I felt an overwhelming rush of emotions, hearing my name announced, my team cheering, as well as the audience as I was making my way to the stand. It was quite an experience, although it was at that time that we experienced load shedding, because it was during those days of load shedding. That mattered not to me, I just felt humbled, grateful, and felt validated, because I could realize that, our efforts have really made a meaningful impact out there. So since winning the award, I've been receiving, outpouring congratulations from my peers and words of encouragement. Some of my industry peers even mentioned how this achievement has motivated them as well to strive for excellence, because, most of them would ask me, what did you do to get that award? We'd also want to receive an award in future. And yeah, it's just been valuable feedback from even mentors, fellow entrepreneurs, suggesting that ways of growth together as well as collaboration. So yeah, I must say that it has made a name for our organization in the industry. That would have to be mentorship with Ms. Florence Masundwa. I met her at a transport academy under a program for women in transport. So what she did, Florence, through her support, pushed me to get out of my comfort zone, think out of the box. She did not only help me to, develop practical skills in my industry, but actually pushed me to have this strategic thinking approach towards supply chain management. So through her support and guidance, I've grown, and I've managed to even assume leadership roles and face new challenges. And because of that, I'm where I am today, and I thank her for her support, for her wisdom, but most importantly, for her belief in me. To aspiring individuals that want to excel in supply chain, first of all, I would ask them or want them to embrace lifelong learning. I'm one person who believes in continuous self-development. You know, one thing about this industry, you need to be updated on the industry trends, the latest technology, best practices out there. And another most important thing is to build strong relationships with everyone in the value chain. That is your customers, that is your suppliers, fellow competitors, even the community where you operate. And lastly, it would be seeking mentorship. No man is an island. They must always do their best. They must dream big and always seek for excellence. But most importantly, they must contribute to the development and growth within the African supply chain management. If you get to be nominated for the awards, one gets to be motivated, and you always strive for excellence, knowing that, if I made it, if I got to a point where I was nominated, it means I can win it. So you always strive for excellence. And with organizations that participate in awards, I guess that is the best platform for them to actually benchmark their practices with those of industry peers. And it also contributes to one's personal growth. And after all, I think it's the best platform for visibility of your brand as an organization at the end of the day. So Mamoja only started operating in late 2021. That's when Mamoja started operating. So we had been awarded a mining project, a 3-year mining project, where we had to do material handling for one of the mines. So I had to acquire 2 front-end loaders. It's this yellow equipment, big machines. But then because we had only been operating for 1.5 years, you know that when you go into financial institutions, they would want a set of financials. Normally it's a minimum of 3 years, and we only had 1.5 year set of financials. So we struggled to find a company to fund us to acquire those front-end loaders. But later on, one financial institution came on board, and the whole administration process went on. So we agreed with the supplier of machineries. So they delivered 1 machine on site. A month later, this financial institution decided to pull out. And the supplier decided to come and take their machine, retrieve their machine from site. That time, a client is sitting with trucks, over 100 trucks that needs to be loaded. You can imagine the frustration that I encountered at that stage. But then, because I'm one person, as I'm saying, who values relationships, I make strong relationships, even with competitors. That is why I was able to approach one of our competitors, asking them to collaborate with us in terms of renting one of their machineries, because they have a lot of machineries. And because of that, I was able to service this contract to date, and that has really taught me the importance of having positive relations even with your competitors, because you never know when you might need them, especially they can be potential partners in time of need. And had that not been, I wouldn't have, because now we have this good relationship with our client. We've built a reputable relationship with them, and we still continue to service them properly. So in order for us to maintain ethical values and sustainability in our supply chain, what we do when we have suppliers or even clients, we conduct regular audits. We collaborate with whoever we are engaging with in ensuring that we meet environmental standards. We always practice, fair labor practices. We enforce transparency and traceability throughout the whole value chain to ensure that all is well. To ensure smooth operations, I'm one person who's very big in communications. I like to communicate because I only believe that one would only know what is expected of him if I clearly communicate. So I regular communications with my suppliers, making sure that they know my expectations from them, their requirements, and any changes in my needs. And then from there, I'm one person that monitors performance very closely. So I would do regular performance monitoring, just to ensure that they're still meeting, our quality, our delivery, and cost requirements. And lastly, obviously, I would have to give them feedback on their performance, also highlighting areas of performance. I believe that makes it easy for them, to understand what is it that we expect of them, for them to be able to improve on what we require from them. For people who want to get hold of us, they can always visit our website on www.mamoja.co.za. Send me an email on anna@mamoja.co.za. Our offices are in Rustenburg, in a little village called Marikana. And what we're doing, we're transporting mining commodities, utilizing trucks as well as material handling, utilizing yellow equipment. Thank you.